Lovely. Give a massive round of applause to the script, ladies and gentlemen, the house band for this evening. There they are. Right, I'll introduce you. We've got Danny there pretending to play the keyboard, singing. Mark on the guitar, is it? Glenn is over there on the drums as well, God bless him. They're a three-piece from Ireland, that's right, yeah? I've got that right? Three-piece, yeah?
A drunken three-piece.
You're happy with this? Yeah, I was going to say, you can see that guy, yeah? He doesn't even get a proper introduction, the fellow at the back there. Is his dad just got a van? Is that the reason he's involved in the van?
His dad has a van and he can play poker. Right, you're in.
Yeah, all the stuff. We'll hear much more from the script later on. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Is there a cut-off point for the Happy New Year? I've been saying it. I'm still saying it now. Is it fair to still say it now? Happy New Year? When would your cut-off be? When would you say no more? No more. Yesterday. February. That's a bit mental, I'll be honest with you. Still 28th of January. Happy New Year. Let's make today the official cut-off. No more Happy New Year's now. It's weird now after this. I've actually put on a bit of weight, thanks for noticing, over Christmas. I put on about a stone, to be honest. All the staff and the people here at Comedy Rocks noticed, because if you've noticed, they've made that D like an extra bit bigger just to get me out. It's not in proportion to the rest of the letters. Before Christmas, I could have come out of that C, to be honest. By the end of the series, they will be greasing up the inside of that O just to get me out. Did you have a good Christmas, though? You enjoyed Christmas and New Year? You enjoyed yourselves? Brilliant. I didn't stop eating. I feel like I had the last of the miniature Euros about an hour ago. I just stopped eating non-stop all the way over. You know you've eaten too much when even your socks don't fit you anymore. You know, that's how fast it is. But I thought to myself, no, I thought, new year, new me. You know, unfortunately, the new me seems to be a chubby knobhead. But it's funny how people tell you when you've lost weight. Women are very diplomatic. Oh, have you lost weight? They'll be nice about it. Have you lost weight? Blokes, a lot more direct, aren't they? But didn't you used to be a fat bastard, they'll say. They don't... I knew I was overindulging over that period, because you should have seen the food I'd laid out on the table. It made those Iceland adverts look like a Victoria Beckham packed lunch, you know what I mean? I really was. We got some of that Iceland food over Christmas. We got an Indian platter, 96-piece Indian platter, for £1. There's a moment where you buy something for £1 where you think, this is too cheap. Like, I like a bargain, don't get me wrong, but there's got to be some sort of cut-off point where you go, this should be more than this now. This would cost more than this to post it to me. This is not right. Did you see the little roast beefs inside the Yorkshire puddings? Oh, they were great, they were great. They looked a little bit like a cat's arsehole, but they tasted lovely. Problem is now, every time the cat walks past, I get a little bit peckish. Really eat something right now. I had a mad time over Christmas. I had a baby. Well, my wife did most of the work, really. Although she was laid down for most of it, to be fair. I had to stand. I was like, do you need all these sockets, mate? Do you mind if I charge my phone? Come on, love, do you need gas and air? And my daughter was born the day after Boxing Day, £9.6. Weird name, but we like it. Yeah. It's my livelihood, this, mate. It's how I feed the kids. Women know how to react, don't they? Women know how to react to weights of babies, but we've got no idea, fellas. Women know exactly the response. Oh, £4.8. Ah. £6.2. Oh. £12.1. Bloody hell. Guys, we don't know the weights. We hear a weight, we go, I think I've had a bigger poo than that, to be honest. Is that big? Is that big? Especially the day after Boxing Day, you know. There's never another time where you introduce somebody and their weight, do you? This is Rachel, she's 10 stone 4. That never happens any other time in your life. And I've never seen a child being born before, in real life, right there. In the end, it was caesarean, it was amazing, but it was terrifying. And once they come out caesarean, it's weird, because the doctor then starts pulling that cord, which I thought was only short. It's actually quite long, it's longer than you think. He's pulling it for about 10 minutes, I'm sure. String of flags come out at one point, like... Little Chilean miner was going to pop up and shades on. Now, we're obviously mummy and daddy, that's the rules. You can't change your names, that's it. But grandparents, they get to choose their own name, don't they? You know, you can choose Nan or Granny or Pops or Grandad. You know, my mum has obviously gone traditional, she wants to be Nana. My dad wants to be called the Enforcer. Just always wanted to be called it since school. Right, we've got some great comics coming up in the show, ladies and gentlemen. This next fella, he was brilliant at the Royal Variety Show. Did you watch the Royal Variety, anybody? Did you have a little watch? Great fun. I did it last year, and it's amazing. By the time you meet the Queen, you've met so many celebrities. By the time you meet her, you're a bit like, I like Queen. You know what I mean? I've just met Michael Bublé, love. You know what I mean? It's quite... Right. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one of my favourite comics. It's Mickey Flanagan!
Are we in a good mood this evening? It's that time of year when you've got to think about your life. Is my life going to work out? Are things going to be okay? Should I make a change? My friend wasn't happy. Last year he turned to me and said, things haven't worked out at Argos. He felt the answer was to go off travelling for a year. He went backpacking for a year. He came back and he phoned me up. And I had to meet him in Wetherspoons on a curry Thursday to hear about his travels. He's come back, he's all beads, bangles and Buddhism. And you know who I am now? He said, I went to Thailand. Thailand's amazing. Amazing! He said, they're a fascinating people. He said, you know, in Thailand, it's considered rude to point at people with your feet. I'm like, well, thanks for telling me that. Thanks for filling me in. Because no doubt I shall be straight off the plane. Oi, you. Yes, you in the robes. Why are you looking so upset? This is every point in the UK now. We've given up on the arms. It's all feet back home. Should we go in there, shall we? So, he said, oh, I'm still cracking your stupid jokes, still hiding your pain behind laughter. He got more serious. He said, I moved on to India next. He said, my God. I saw poverty and horror! Horror! He said, I saw a leper boy who'd been gaffer taped to a skateboard. His arms had come off. Yet he was still managing to propel himself along the road with a drumstick clenched between his teeth. He said, I suppose you think that's funny, don't you? I said, I don't know about that, but if I saw it, I'd give you a little nudge. I'd mark your card. He said, yeah, you would. He said, you know why? He said, because you have no empathy or compassion for other human beings. He said, I, however, have it in abundance. Because I've spent a year surrounded by people with no hope and no future. I said, well, we could have come straight to the Wetherspoons, really, couldn't we? You want to hang about with people who have given up. I'm not a big fan of travelling. The place I like to go to is America. I always go to New York. My accent causes problems in New York. However, in New York, they call their arse their ass. Where I come from, we call our house our ass. So, I took a girl out for the evening. We had an amazing night. Of course we did. I'm a very interesting man. Not just a stunner. Right? And I stopped her on the way home. I said, when we get back, what are the chances of me coming in your ass? Now, she said, oh, my God. I said, look, don't worry, I won't try and kiss you. I won't make a mess. Be in and out before you know it, love. I've cockneyed it off a little bit, but I'm in fact an intellectual as well. I sort of got my act together in the late 80s. I woke up one morning, I brushed this cocaine off the table. I thought, oh, what on earth have I done there? I knew I had to get my act together, and I did. I got my act together. I went back to evening classes, and I went to night school, and I ultimately went to university. That was tough as well, with the accent. I'm speaking up during the lecture. I know everyone's thinking, blimey, the window cleaner's keen, isn't he? I have to go to dinner parties now. That's the other big thing. You go to dinner parties when you're sort of middle class, And the accent causes problems yet again, you know, because I'm sort of talking, and suddenly the fellas are looking, thinking, hold on, I think this chap's working class. He may be able to help me out. And suddenly I'm getting the working class questions. They're looking at me like, oh, Mike, I'm putting a fence up at the moment in the garden. How deep do you think I should dig the holes for the fence posts? And I'm like, you want to go about 40 feet with him. Can't be too careful, really. You want to be knee-deep in water, really. So we had a little baby, and it's made life a little bit more difficult because getting sex, is that expressive? Can I get sex? I'd like to get sex. Having sex becomes more complicated, and we sort of drifted apart a little bit when we had the child, so we decided that we were going to have sex on a Tuesday. My wife decided, she said, we're having sex on a Tuesday, she said. So I thought, that's great, because now I know I can leave myself alone, you know what I mean? Because you can get caught out, you know. She comes in a bit frisky, and you have to look at her and go, that ship has sailed, darling, that ship has sailed, yeah. We'll get a Thai takeaway. No, we do it on the Tuesday, and it's really quite nice, actually. I know it's going to... So she came in the other night, so she said... I said, are we? So she said, yes. Oh, yes, we are. So I thought, lovely, right. So I went upstairs to tidy myself up a little bit, get ready, and I heard her messing about in the kitchen. I heard the click of the cooker. And I went downstairs, and she's put the rice on. I said, oh, you're putting the rice on, are you? So she said, well, we both want to watch Property Ladder, don't we? And I made her right, we did. We liked the show, you know, because it's quite exciting, isn't it? You know, they order the glass and it don't turn up. Oh, it's buzzing on that one. So we're having the sex, we're cracking on. You know what I mean? In a way, it added a bit of excitement to it, you know. The rice is boiling, Property Ladder's on in a minute. It's really exciting, you know what I mean? It's like a little test. I'm cracking away. We're getting there. You know, she's flailing around a little bit. I thought we're right on course. Suddenly, knock at the door. Cold caller, scuppering our plans. I said, wait there, I'll sort this out. Got an emergency robe, and I? Bosh, the emergency robe went on. I ran down the stairs, opened the door, there's some geezer there with a clipboard. He said, are you aware of all the electricity options in your area, my friend? I just thought, well, he's got to go. And double lively. So I just let the robe drop open. And he's looked down, he's like, God, blimey, this geezer is excited about the electricity in this area. Started off down the path. I'm like, come on, mate, don't tease people. Right, that's me done, people. You've been absolutely lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh, bless.
Thank you.
Nicky Flanagan, everybody.